Hello and welcome to a special edition of a Detroit Pistons, heart of the country. Basketball is our topic, NFTs are our religion, and we have a giveaway-focused show. With me, I have special guests. Sean from SB Nation, from the Detroit Bad Boys. How is it going?
It's going well. How are you guys doing?
We're doing well. It has been a very, very busy morning. I know my other special guest has been doing tech support, doing product support, selling packs, posting packs, figuring it all out. Noah from I Got It. How's it going?
Today was crazy, but could not be happier. It's been awesome. Happy to keep doing this, man.
Yeah, no, it has been a fun 24 hours. No, I know we had a blast on the show last night for the OTM channel and just kind of talking through and introducing this. I've said this already this morning, but like I was just enamored, absolutely loved how positive the reception was for the NFTs when we showed that kind of sizzle video. Like just the amount of excitement and the positive. And I mean, like, I'm biased. We've been involved in this project for months now. And like, obviously, like, you know, we knew we were going to get some utility. You knew that like with the tickets, you knew with the collecting, the NFTs that you can get, like that was going to be a big selling point. Personally, I thought the aesthetics were cool, but we also were just soaked in the weeds to be able to get that outside kind of just agreement validation, I think, for the project. I think it was fantastic to see.
No, and that was awesome. Like I know we were obviously very excited about it, but to hear like the public response to it was awesome. Even before we even released them, and then I mean to see today, I mean we sold out 75 packs in the first 5 minutes. I mean it was crazy. We had more activity than we had even anticipated, and to see everyone else kind of have that fun response, it was awesome. It was great.
Yeah. I love that. And Sean, you know, I'm in the NFT world. I'm in the NBA Top Shot world. I'm based out of Florida. I don't really have the heart of Detroit at my fingertips, but I think you do. What's the reception been? What have you been hearing?
Well, I would say it's not a surprise people outside of Detroit don't have the pulse of the team right now. They've been dormant for a little bit, maybe 12 plus years. But I would say the popularity of the NFTs right now is not surprising because I think this franchise is ready to turn a corner. I think there's a lot of excitement right now for the Pistons, kind of their next generation, their next era of stardom. And so I know that this the NFT collection is really focused on sort of past glory. They have 3 championships. Few franchises can say that. There's a lot to celebrate. There's a lot of great moments, a lot of great players. And then everybody expects, this franchise to take that next step. So they have the first pick in the draft. They have a lot of good rookies. They seem to have a good coach. They seem to have a good GM. They seem to be investing. They have a new stadium they're playing in. So everybody's sort of been waiting for this moment, and it feels like it's finally here, and this franchise is going to take the next step. So it's an exciting time for those of us who have never left being Pistons fans, even through those down years.
No, I feel that. I mean, obviously the number 1 pick coming up later this week, more picks within the draft as well to kind of get some additional depth there. We also have some young core to the team. We got Isaiah Stewart, first round pick from last year. Where is he right now? I don't know, Noah. Where is he? What's he doing?
Well, I can tell you what he's going to be doing at 6:00. He is going to be live in the Pistons Championship NFT Discord, answering questions from everyone, Pistons basketball, Pistons NFTs. I've seen a couple questions about more favorite food, dogs, you name it. Isaiah is going to be live with us in the Discord, and then he's going to be hopping on with us on Club Top Shot tonight. It's going to be a blast.
I love that. Yeah. Club Top Shot's going to throw down our good friends over there. That's going to be fire, but I am excited. I've seen some of the questions people are already popping in, and there are some fantastic questions.
I will say that I didn't know Isaiah Stewart was going to be the special guest, but I am wearing my limited edition T-shirt sold through the Pistons website. So I'm personally excited that Isaiah Stewart is going to be answering some fan questions.
I love it. And the NFT space, we're all into art. You combine some Stu, you combine some art. You got Isaiah Stewart right there on this shirt. I loved when we put some Twitter out. You got some Stu images going. Absolutely fantastic. All right. But the reason we are joining together right now is a very, very generous giveaway from the Detroit Bad Boys. What are we giving away today? What are we doing here, Sean?
Well, since I can't sort of reveal the secret identity of who that number 1 pick is going to be on Thursday, we all have to wait for that because nobody's spilling. Although I can say I'm comfortably in the 80% plus confidence it's going to be Cade Cunningham, number 1 to the Pistons, and then who knows, all hell could break loose. I don't know, but in lieu of having that, definitively locked down, I'm excited that Detroit Bad Boys can help give away one of the NFT packs that is being kind of offered up as part of this official Detroit Pistons NFT experience that everybody's running here, and excited for a fan to get hopefully something pretty exclusive within that pack.
Yeah, I love it. And I mean, there's no funny business here. You're getting the entire collector box, all 3 NFTs. And I've been asking the question multiple times. Coop asked once, we haven't found any championship rings out. So there are still some championship rings in these boxes. And oh, what a pull that would be. And I know we talked about number 1. I know we talked about Cade. SGA and 6th overall is a strong package. Tempting at all? What do you do there, Sean?
Well, I think that the Pistons have been trying to build and rebuild for a while. They've tried to be competitive. The one thing they've always missed is having a difference maker. They've had some good players. They've never had a great player. When you get the number 1 pick, it's your opportunity to grab a great player. A lot of people think that could be Cade Cunningham. Can you get that player at 6? Almost certainly not, unless you get real lucky. So that means, do you think SGA is an actual great player that can be basically the best player on a championship team? I don't think that a lot of people are quite there with him right now. So it would either, and obviously the Pistons are not because they reportedly turned that deal down. It would take the ability for the Thunder to move up from 6 in the draft to maybe that 2-3 range with Houston or Cleveland, which seems pretty unlikely. And then that way the Pistons could get one of those other consensus difference makers in the draft, either Jalen Green or Evan Mobley, and then also have SGA. Likelihood of that is very low. So I don't think the pick's moving. I think that the Pistons will be on the clock at number 1. I think they're going to pick the person that is the best number 1 player on their board. That's probably going to be Cade Cunningham. I mean, this is just the silly season for rumors. Troy Weaver was talking in his media availability earlier today. He basically called all the rumors crap. He called, everything bunk. Nobody knows anything. It's just a bunch of people leaking and sharing rumors, playing a game of telephone. So I know that Pistons fans everywhere are kind of freaking out. They don't want the team to blow this. They think they knew who that player should be. And assuming they're right and it should be Cade Cunningham, I think Pistons fans will have a lot of reason to be excited on draft night, which is only a couple days away. Now it'll be over.
We're close.
Sean, I think you're spot on, but let's not forget that the Oklahoma City Thunder have about 75 draft picks within the next 3 or 4 years. So you never know. I mean, there's got to be a point where, let's not forget guys like Giannis, Devin Booker, these guys weren't overall number 1 picks. I mean, for every LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Kyrie Irving you have, I would probably say a similar amount that number 1 picks that flame out. Think Anthony Bennett, the list goes on, but there are guys that are available out there. And I think this is a pretty deep draft, but I think whatever the Pistons are going to do, it'll be interesting. But I think, to your point, if they're confident with that number 1 guy on their draft board, they're not gonna shy away from that opportunity.
Yeah, I don't know much, but I can say pretty confidently Troy Weaver would not have selected Anthony Bennett number 1. I have a little more confidence in him than that. And when your team gets the 1st overall pick, people start hitting you up with trade offers. And what I tell people is, you don't win the lottery and then spend all your winnings on more lottery tickets. So like, you know, Oklahoma City might have 25 future first round picks. They're not very high. You know, Detroit's not going to risk the thing they have in hand, which is the ability to, assuming they trust their own draft evaluations, pick the absolute best player in this draft to maybe pick somebody else down the road or a few somebody else's. So I think that the Pistons and Troy Weaver have confidence in themselves to make the right call. So whoever they think is the best, they're going to select them. Probably going to be Cade. Maybe it's Jalen Green. Maybe it's Evan Mobley. But I think they'll be on the clock and they'll be the one making that choice.
And I think the challenge with making a trade like that for future picks is if you give OKC Cade, it's very unlikely, unless they're going to go with a redshirt year, and he's not a guy who's taking a redshirt year, that you're going to have another lottery pick next year, and they'd have no motivation because they just lost their pick. So now you're just getting bottom of the lottery picks or something for at least the next year or two. It's tough, but I do agree. I think there is a tier drop off after the top four guys. SGA, I believe, is going to be like a perennial all-star. Whether or not he is a best player on a championship team, I think that's probably still yet to be decided. It might be a bit of a reach, but I think he's definitely a difference maker. But again, 6 versus 4, I mean, if you could get up to that 3-4, I think there's a bit more of a conversation. But I agree. The other thing is, from a general manager standpoint, if you don't take Cade, your career now lives and dies based off Cade's career. Even though you didn't draft him and he's on a different team, it's who you took with your pick and then what ends up happening. Because for the rest of your career as a GM, you're being compared for that one decision. And the same reason people always said in the old school was, hey, you never get fired for hiring IBM. You never get fired for drafting the number one consensus overall pick in the year. So,
yeah, I mean, and I think that Troy Weaver has, you know, the arrogance you need to think he knows, you know, the right thing. You don't get into that position of power without thinking you know best. And so if he thinks it's going to be Cade, then he's not going to accept a lesser player and then more bites at the apple because he thinks it's all in aggregate going to like be better in the long run. He wants a superstar. People want that guy they can build around, and there's no better place to get that than at the top of the draft. This seems like a good year to have the top overall pick, and so I think the Pistons are just going to use it.
I agree. Okay. I think we've got enough of we got a lot of people here. I think they really came for one reason. I mean, obviously,
they don't want to hear me talk. They want
I can talk a little basketball.
They want
Sean
some
knows
money
far
and
more than I do.
Exclusive NFTs. That's fine.
There we go.
We are happy to help bestow that on a lucky fan, and hopefully somebody who's already a fan of Detroit Bad Boys, because I'd love to have somebody in the family win it in the end here.
I agree, and I hope you do, but I'll also give a consolation. If you don't, and it's a new person, I guarantee they will now be a Bad Boys fan and in the family.
That I can accept that. That's fine.
Okay, behind the scenes, we have producer Coop, who has populated the wheel. One thing you will notice about the wheel is the gorgeous logo in the middle with some Detroit Bad Boys colors, so that looks fantastic. Number 2, there's 146 entries. But there's actually only 73 of you. Discord got weird, as you can see on the right-hand side. Everyone is in there twice, your first name and then your entire username for Discord. But it's all even. Everyone that clicked on the I Got It branded logo for the emoticon is registered, all 73 of you. But only one of you is going to take home the championship box. Are we ready?
Let's do it.
Ready.
Coop. Spin that wheel. Here we go. Good luck, good luck, good luck. Everyone in chat, everyone on the wheel. We are looking like Dimstar. Dimstar 4. Congratulations. You have won a collector's box. Noah will be in touch with you in the Discord. I'm not sure if you are in chat. If you are, congratulations. Either way, congrats. So that's a big prize. I'm excited. I want Dimstar. I want after you open up, you got to let us know in there. What did you get? Did you pull a championship ring? Did you grab a couple banners? Because it has been fun to watch others open their boxes and seeing the collections happen. I think we have 3 people who have officially been inducted into the Detroit Pistons NFT Hall of Fame by collecting all 3 banners. I've seen some other people who are 3 tickets of the way to their 4. And I'm still waiting to see who gets that first championship ring.
I know we have Doughboy Blake, who's collected all 3 banners. Yankees win. Was there anyone else?
The third one, DM me. I haven't updated yet, but it is tickets.
Come on.
Tickets FTW 248. Tickets for the win 248. So they will be the next list added, and obviously getting a new golden role as a Hall of Fame member. That is it for today. Sean, Noah, thank you very much for coming on. Sean, thank you for running this giveaway. It is great to have you and your entire community joining us for these NFTs. And as we said, they have been selling out like hotcakes, but there are still more available. We are releasing them still in waves. So if you haven't gotten any yet and you still want some, if you're trying to complete that collection and you're trying to get another box or 2, keep taking a look at the site. We'll also be updating in Discord. And the last thing is, we still have 50 boxes that have been put aside that will all go on sale tonight at some point during or shortly after the Club Top Shot show when Isaiah Stewart will be on there. So we want to specifically save those for people who are able to watch that. And for anyone here, you have that opportunity too. So I will see you all over in the Discord now. In 20 minutes, Isaiah will be there answering questions. Thanks so much for joining us, and we'll see you guys later.
Thank you, guys.